We're live. We're live. It's Closers Cafe, Friday morning, November 21st. We're running a little bit late today. I'll explain why. It's not a big deal. I had to take my two girls to an ear, nose, and throat doctor to see if they need their tonsils out. Neither one do. Yay, I guess. But I'm here now, and I've got a couple of different fun topics that I'm going to run through and share with you before we all head into the weekend. And I don't know about you. I'm going to unplug a little, but I can't help myself. I still work early mornings, and we'll see if we have any appointments come up today. My two primary topics, almost there today. The two primary things that I want to dig into. Number one is a Google Earth coming soon hack. A little strategy you can use with Google Earth to promote a coming soon listing. And I'll explain what that means. We're going to use Google Earth to make an engaging, interesting video to promote a coming soon listing. And some of this is born out of necessity, but I think that actually is a great strategy regardless. And I'll show you how to do it. And then I'm going to actually make the post on organic, on Nextdoor, on Google Business Profile, on Facebook to generate even more leads. And the other big thing I want to share, and I'm actually going to start with this, is LeadDeck.AI for the win. LeadDeck.AI for the win. I'm going to share a text that came from my guy, Lawrence King, Low King, who has been using LeadDeck and texted me last night a win. So I'm going to share that. Then we're going to get into promoting a coming soon listing using a Google Earth little hack to create the media that will hopefully get some people raising their hand wanting some more information about that coming soon listing. So fun, packed day, shorter session today, probably an hour. I have a call at 11 a.m. Eastern. I need a haircut, so I'm gonna go. My guy Shep down the street is my barber. I'm gonna go get a haircut, and then I've got meetings all afternoon, combination of Zoom meetings and a listing appointment. So it's a fun-filled Friday for your boy right here. I'm gonna start off with LeadDeck.AI for the win. If you're not using LeadDeck.AI, you're crazy, because you can go and sign up for a free account. You can get 100 free credits, which you can use for free leads. And there are two primary reasons why you should use LeadDeck. Number one, you can connect with the active buyers in your market, cash buyers, landlord buyers, multifamily buyers, vacant land buyers, the people in your market that are actively buying properties, that are actively doing deals, that will go and look at and make an offer on a property today if you present them with a good deal. Okay. How do you find the good deals? Well, I'm glad you asked. I have a document that has outlined more than 13 plus ways. I don't know how many are in there. It's like 14, 15, 16, something like that. And if you don't have that doc, just DM me or text me. I'll give you the doc. Here is what I wanted to share. The text thread. This is from my guy, Lawrence. He said, LeadDeck is working to find landlord owners. LeadDeck.AI is working to find landlord owners. My favorite audience to connect with so far on there is cash buyers. But regardless, it's working for this as well. Okay. So he then sent me screenshots of a text exchange he had with a landlord buyer in his market. Here was his text script. And I'll document this and share if anybody wants it. John, my name is Lawrence King, local realtor here in Southern Highlands. I know you own a couple properties in the area. I have an owner that owns a couple off-market properties in Sohi that he's looking to sell. Any interest in looking at some of them for your portfolio? Let me know, and I'll send over the details of the couple I have today to the email I have on file. And he had the email, okay? Couple of great things that Lawrence is doing with this script. He's asking a question. Any interest in taking a look at some of them for your portfolio? Yesterday, I shared 4 phrases that you should be using on a regular basis to get into conversations, more conversations, so you can determine is there motivation and is there timing, and can you help this person? This is another great example of that. Those 4 phrases, go back and watch yesterday's replay. If you missed it, you can find it on the Josh Schoenly Coaching YouTube channel. You can also find it other places as well, I'm sure, but that's the easiest place to find it. There were 4 great phrases in there. So that was his text script. This person replied, "Are there any fixers?" He said, "Minor work needed, most are move-in ready. Are you looking for fixers?" He said, "More looking for off-market fixers to flip." And Lawrence said, "Okay, so high, or are you open to Centennial Hills?" And then he said, you can send me what you have." He gave a better email address. So now Lawrence has the best email address for this local fix and flip investor. And he said anywhere in the immediate Vegas area. Okay. That is one example of LeadDeck.AI in practice turning into a client opportunity for Lawrence. Now, what would happen if Lawrence had one of these conversations every day, 4 or 5 days a week? Well, I can tell you from personal experience, he will be so busy, he won't know what to do with himself. And my personal experience is this. I looked it up. I am now, since September 1st, I've closed 13 transactions. I have another one closing on Tuesday. So then I'll make 14 in a 3-month span. I've taken 7 new listings now. And I have 7 more transactions in escrow. And this strategy using LeadDeck.AI has been a vital part of that. Is it the only thing that has helped me generate all of those results? No, but here's what I'm going to do. Our mastermind next week, normally we do our mastermind Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern. Next week, we're going to do it at 11 a.m. Eastern on Tuesday, and I'm going to share the 9 tools and softwares that I have used to get those results. Some of them are free. Some of them are very low cost. Most of them are pretty low cost, all things considered, especially with how we get paid here in real estate as real estate professionals. I'm going to share that. If you want to check that out, you can register for the session, growwithjosh.com/MM. I haven't even updated the title or anything like that, but it'll be Tuesday, November 25th, 11 a.m. Eastern. If you miss it live, it gets added into our free Skool community. The link to the Skool community is in the description here. It's Leads, Listings, Leverage on Skool, Skool.com. Okay, so there you go. LeadDeck for the win. If you want the exact scripting that Lawrence used, the exact scripting he used to pick up a potential fix and flip client, just DM me or text me 717-571-0456. I'll send that your way. That was topic number 1. Topic number 2, I wanted to dig into how to use Google Earth to create some engaging media, in this case, a short video clip to promote a coming soon listing, to generate leads for a coming soon listing. Yesterday, I marketed a listing of mine that we just made a price improvement to. That has generated like 11 or 12 leads for free since yesterday's show. If you want to see exactly what I did yesterday, go back and check that out, Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube. By the way, thank you for all the people checking out on TikTok. Thank you for those watching live. Do me a huge favor. Give me a thumbs up. Now, if you're watching the TikTok live and you want to see my screen as I do this next, implement this strategy here, you just have to pop on over to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube. So to create the media, there's a multi-step process here. We need to create the media. So I'm going to go, I think it's Studio. I'm just going to Google this. Google Earth Studio. There it is. Google Earth Studio. It's free. Google Earth Studio. So I need to bring up Google Earth Studio. It's google.com/earth/studio. And I'm going to try Google Earth. I'm going to try Studio. I'm going to continue here. Uh-oh. Am I not going to be able to do it because it's screen sharing? No, I think I can. Okay. I was worried that it was going to block me from doing it because I'm screen sharing. I'm going to choose blank project, and I'm going to call this, I'm just going to name it I'm going to name it the address of my coming soon listing. This is a listing I just picked up last week with the email, the email text email sequence that I shared on last week's show. This is one of 2 listings I am taken by email from that 3-step process. An email with a bump text and then an email the next day. And that has turned into 2 listings by email. I've taken 2 listings by email using that strategy. Go check that out last week on the live, or if you want, more specific details on that, just DM me or text me 717-571-0456. Okay, now I need to remember how to do this. Doggone it. Let's see here. Animation. No. Let me see here. Edit, file, render. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, bear with me here. Bear with me. I thought I remembered how to do this. I should have brushed up before going live here. Animation, ease out, recover last render, overlays. Doggone it. Well, we might have to go with some other strategy here. I thought for sure I knew how to do that. Oh, advanced maybe. Advanced? No. All right. Let me try something else here. I'm going to go back here. New. Blank project. Oh, Zoom 2. Zoom 2. That it is. Okay. That it is. That it is, Edward. That was a Christmas vacation line for those of you wondering. Okay. So I'm going to type in, I want to zoom into the address of my listing. Okay. So I type in the address, that's the address. And then the starting altitude, we're going to start way out in Google Earth. And I can choose that, if I want it to be less. I'll go like there. There we go. I'm going to hit next. Now, this one is not as cool because there must not be a Google Street View of this property, which is kind of a bummer, but whatever. I'm going to hit next and I'm going to render it, and I'm going to call it 533 Baltimore Street, PA. And I'm going to hit successfully sent. It's capturing it. Hold on. I'm just generating. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's right here. No, it's a JPEG. Hold on here. Golly, man, I am struggling here. Oh, I want the MP4 video. The MP4 video. Where did it go? Did it download? Let me search it here. 533. I'll make a bet. How about this? Because this is terrible so far, I'm going to make a better version of this. I'll make a clean version of this, but I'm going to slog through it here. I am going to slog through it here. Oh, it's running. That's why it hasn't finished rendering yet, because it's running. Runtime 50 some seconds. Okay, so I just need to be patient. While that is running, I'm going to pull up Nextdoor. I'm going to pull up my Google business profile. I'm going to get all these things ready to go. I'm going to bring up my Facebook page. If you're watching on TikTok Live and you want to see my screen, am I sharing my screen? Yes. Okay. You can come on over to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube to see my screen. If or when you come over to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube, do me a huge favor, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and make sure you smash the bell so you're notified of new live streams and updates, etc. Why is this not rendering? So destination. Oh, delivered. Okay, now I download it. There we go. Now I got it. Whoo! Haha! Let's go. Now, this is a short video clip that I'm going to use. I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing for images to geotag and add information so that it's more signals organically on Nextdoor and Google Business Profile and Facebook of the relevance to this. So basically, what I'm giving the internet, Google, etc., is more data points so that when they're looking for what I have to offer, they can find me easily. I'm increasing my chances of showing up when people are looking for what I have to offer here. So I'm going to airdrop this video to my phone so I can make some edits, and then I will send it back. I will send it back to here. Why is the airdrop not working from my, it works in one direction, it doesn't work in the other. This happened yesterday and I had to email it to myself, which is not the worst thing in the world, but it's still just annoying. So I want to share. Now it's not even showing up as an option. Okay, so I'm going to have to email it to myself. Whatever, annoying, but not a big deal. So we press on. Oh, that's right. It sends an email once the image is ready to go. There's another free lead that came in from yesterday's post. Video. I'm going to attach the video here. Actually, I wonder if that I probably can just, from the email that I already have, I think I can download it from there. Since it emailed it to me. Why is it not showing up here? Come on. There we go. Now it's downloading. Stick with me here. The punchline on this will be good, I promise. Okay, cool. I can download it directly from there as well. Okay, so here it is. Downloading. This is worth doing. So if I'm going to do the rest of this, I want to make sure I want to make the work I'm doing as valuable, effective, and useful as possible. Okay. So I've got the video on my phone now. The video on my phone. I'm going to download it. I'm going to save the file. Okay. Now I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it up here. Okay. I'm going to bring it up here. I'm going to hit the I button. I'll go full screen on the stream here so you can see. I'm going to hit the I button. I've been doing this every day, most days. First thing I'm going to do is add a location. And because this is my listing and it's a specific address, I'm going to put the exact address of the property. Baltimore. Why is it not showing up here? There it is. 533 Baltimore Street in Hanover. Okay, that's number one. And I'm going to say home for sale. 533 Baltimore Street, Hanover, PA. What's the zip code on that? I should know. What is the zip code? Hold on, bear with me. 533 Baltimore Street, Hanover. 17311. 17311. No, 331. 17331. This is a turnkey rental property investment. And I'm going to put my name, eXp Realty, realtor, listing agent, realtor, real estate. Okay, so now I'm putting a bunch of words in here into the caption as keywords to signal what this is about. Okay, so I've got it edited now. I'm going to delete this version of it from my laptop, and then I'm going to airdrop the new version. So I'm airdropping the new version. Okay, beautiful. Now I've got the media to roll with. So I'm going to go post. I'm starting on Nextdoor. I always start on Nextdoor. If you're watching on TikTok Live and you want to see my screen, and I'm remembering to do this, if you want to see my screen, you can pop over to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube. So first, I'm going to pin the location. 533 Baltimore Street, Hanover. Perfect. Beautiful. Use that location. Then I'm going to upload the media that I have. And lastly, we need the text. Now, this property is coming soon. And what the heck? Anyway, I got distracted there. Squirrel. This property is coming soon. I don't have the professional photos yet, and I don't have all the details, but I have enough that I could at least send some information. I don't even have a listings to leads link like what I used yesterday. So what I'm going to do, a quick little workaround for this is I'm going to set up a text lead capture for this. So in other words, if someone is interested, they're going to have to text me for this information. Okay. So I'm going to create text lead capture. Now I'm going to use my CRM to do this, but I remember an agent. Oh man, I forget her name. I should look this up. But there's an agent in somewhere in Tennessee, either Nashville or Knoxville. I think it's Knoxville area. And this is recent. I'm not talking about years and years ago. She was generating a ton of business, promoting listings on Craigslist. Yes, Craigslist. And the only call to action was to text her the number on her phone. And she wasn't using any kind of slick technology. She was literally having people text her like the street number of the property on her phone, and then she would manually reply to them. Why is that? Why did that work? Because she's having an actual real world conversation with an interested party. What more do we want? Now I'm going to use this because I can, because I have Bold Trail. It's one of the many incredible benefits of EXP. And if you want to, if you're ready to partner, to lock arms with me and become our next agent partner, we can get you plugged into this. It's included, and you can use it like I'm using here. So I'm going to go to marketing. Where is it here? Not a smart campaign. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to go to lead engine, not marketing, lead engine. And call and text capture. Add new, custom code 5533. That's the street address. I'm going to send a message because I don't have, I can't send the coming soon information. Hey, thanks for your interest in our coming, in our listing. Thanks for your interest in our listing at 533 Baltimore Street in Hanover. Would you, actually, hold on here. Hanover. Here's the link to check out all the details. Okay. And the link I'm going to use, I got to choose my smart number here. The link I'm going to use is going to be the link from my MLS. So I need to go grab that link. By the way, once again, I took this listing last week using the monthly home value update marketing campaign. That's an email, text, email sequence. Email, text, email sequence. It's turned into 2 listings for me by email since last week. It works so well. I'm going to turn that into a case study and release that later today or tomorrow. If you want to check that out, just let me know. You can DM me or text me at 717-571-0456. Coming soon listing. I want to get the link here. You're seeing how the sausage is made, people. There we go. And add. So now I'm going to go back here. Coming soon in Hanover. Text 533 to 1452 for all the info and to for all the info we have available. For all the info, including disclosures, floor plan, and more. Okay, now I'm going to go back here because I like to just copy and paste when possible and not have to retype everything from scratch. I'm going to go here. I'm just going to grab this here so I can use this in here. And let's see here. So it's in Hanover, PA. Now I'm just updating my coming soon. Real estate, realtor, realty, broker. I don't think broker makes much sense. I'm going to do listing agent. I'm going to go home for sale. And York County, PA. Okay. Direct line. Okay. You know what? I want to add some more context to this. So, I mean, there's not much content in here. So I'm going to copy my public remarks description. In here. And I'm going to break it up a little bit. Bear with me here. Where was okay. All right. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to post it. Okay. Now I'm going to go over. I've already got this pulled up. We're going to create the post on Facebook. And we have to highlight all the hashtags. I have to do that every time. Coming soon. That one's not that was a popular one. Hanover. And actually, I'm going to add real estate agent. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to copy that again, and I'm going to hit next. And we'll post that. Just check something real quick here. I want to check something. Okay, cool. So we've got that there, and we're going to post it on the Googles as well. And we're going to vary this a little bit. So, oh boy, that ended up being more text than we have available, which is okay because I'm going to strip down some of this here. Interested? Question mark. Know someone who might be? Let us know. ... And this time the button, because I don't have a lead capture page set up for this yet, I'm going to use call now. Call now. And I'm going to go back here and copy. I'm going to copy. Well, I want these actually. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? See more. I want these hashtags, and hopefully, yeah, I have enough here. Perfect. Okay. We're going to post that there. Now, the last step in the process, which is where the majority of the juice comes from in doing this process, the last step in the process, which is where the majority of the juice comes from. And thank you for the comments and the questions. I will definitely get into those ASAP here. Some great questions. I just want to finish this process, and then I will get into those. Give me a thumbs up if you've gotten anything of value thus far from this. So I'm going to my Facebook app, and I'm doing this from my personal profile. And let's see here. I'm going to go search and find my business page, Josh Schoenly, eXp Realty. And I'm going to pull up my business page. and I've got the post here. Okay, here's the post. I'm going to go share. I'm going to share this to my story. Oh, that's weird. I guess because it's an image, I'm not going to share that to my story. I want the actual post. So I'm going to go share and group. And I can share this into up to 10 groups. So I'm going to start with York County. York. I don't understand. It's like this weird thing here. I'm going to hit next. Actually, what is that? York, PA. All right, hold on. Jeez Louise. Okay, I'm going to start again. I'm going to search for groups, York, and I'm going to choose the ones that are relevant for York. And there's one more. Okay, perfect. And this time, I'm just going to point down. I'm just going to use, for emojis, I'm just going to point down. Three arrows down, or 3 points down, and share. Okay, so that is, that is my, that's end to end. I do my best to do that 4 or 5 times a week with different calls to action, with different reasons. The last 2 days, I was promoting a listing that we just made a price improvement to. Today, it was a coming soon listing. I'm telling you with certainty, if you do that for an entire year, if you do this strategy 3 to 5 times per week for an entire year, I can guarantee you will create more opportunities than if you don't. Okay, especially when you're using smart tools and strategy. And I'm going to share with you on our weekly mastermind. It's going to be a day early next week. It'll be Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. The 9 tools and softwares I used to close 13 transactions since September 1st. That's just my personal production. That doesn't include other members of my team or other people in my EXP organization. It doesn't include referrals. I did all of those without an assistant. Okay, that's me personal production. There was a lot more than that, but that's just me personal production. I'm going to share all of those tools. Terry, thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you're not already, subscribe. Please subscribe. And hit the thumbs up on this video and make sure you smash the notification bell. Michael, I saw some fresh incoming leads in your Gmail. You don't call them right away while you're live streaming. Speed to lead. So great question. The answer is it depends. Okay, the answer is it depends. Speed to lead is absolutely 100% critical. And Michael, you're probably new to this, my live streams. I do call leads all the time on here. And in fact, I have a lead that called me yesterday and if you didn't see yesterday's session, if you go back and watch yesterday's live stream, this lead that just called me back, she was a lead that I got on one of my listings through homes.com. And I called her almost instantly on the live session. We spoke several times yesterday, including a lengthy conversation late in the day. She laid it all out for me. She has a home to sell. I know exactly what home she wants to buy, and that will become multiple transaction sides for me. Even though the property that she was reaching out for or about is pending under contract currently. You mentioned that you saw a lead in my inbox, so I'll just bring it up here. This is an email-only lead. Where is it? This is an email-only lead. Okay, so I don't have a phone number for Jacob. And Jacob was just looking for information about the property. I have this set up in my CRM that I instantly send an email using one of the scripts, one of the templates that I've been sharing a lot, including one of the magic phrases from yesterday. So since we're going down this rabbit hole and I have time, let me show you what that looks like in my CRM. So I'm going to go to contacts. This is a new contact that came in. I'm going to show you what happens automatically, and then I'm going to show you what I do with every lead to squeeze out every possible opportunity. These are free leads that are coming into my CRM that, in this case, they're buyer leads looking at a property. Specifically, this was generated by the strategy I implemented, or the posting that I did yesterday for a price improved. We made a price reduction to one of my listings, but I positioned it as a price improvement. This is one of a bunch of leads that has now generated this week. I'm getting a call from one of my investors. Should I take it? Give me a thumbs up. Should I take it? Should I take it? I'm going to take it. Hey, Ben.
Hey, how are you?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Good, good. I was calling today because I know next week's Thanksgiving and it gets busy, and here we touch base. I think last we talked, on that foreclosure in Plainfield, they had turned the offer down. We were going to kind of lightly talk to them about another offer, but that's where we stopped.
Yeah. So my apologies. I today, or this week, has been a hectic week. But basically they never responded to our counter. They never really gave him anything definitive.
Sure.
So I figured, because we kind of talked about this at the property, I figured we'd let them sit for a little bit. And then if we want to go back to them with the same exact initial offer, or if we want to put in writing the improved offer that we made verbally, I think that's our next best step. If it's still available, next Monday or Tuesday, or even if we want to just wait until after Thanksgiving and see if it's still available the first week of December.
So let me think here once. Then the improved offer was the 158 was verbal, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and then the verbal got us down to 175. Correct?
Hold on. I don't want to misspeak.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Frankly, I had a terrible cold for about a week, and I just kind of put everything on the shelf. I got.
Oh yes. So you're right. So they came back initially at 185, then they came back at 175. Yes.
Yeah. So we're 175 based on a 158 offer.
Yep.
And like I said, I will yield to your thought process. I am fine making another offer and I was thinking I'm going to trickle small increments here because they're either going to give in or not.
Yep.
But 158.5 or 159,000, since we already have the letter, I don't want to have to get a new letter till, and I'm going to tap out at, I don't know. If they came back at 165, I'm probably going to buy this house.
Okay.
If I don't want to tell them that just yet.
Right.
165 is about the top of it till I get money in it. And because I'm going to have to, it's winter. It's going to be a pain. But if they're coming down 10,000 at an offer. Now I jumped up 8,000.
Yep.
I kind of want to see what they come down again. And I don't know, in my mind, every month they reevaluate how much stuff they have on the books.
Yep. Oh, totally. Yeah. If we don't get it, look, if we don't get it now and it's still available December 1st and we're just persistent, I think we're going to get it.
Right. So I don't want to, yeah, exactly. So I don't see the need to jump big numbers in my offer,
Well, how about this? I'm going to call Jim because there were some other things with their counter that I don't understand. And I don't even think he understands how they want the offer structured. It is very bizarre, some of the things and conditions that they want. So I want to clarify that. And then I want to make sure that he doesn't have any other offers now. I think he would have let me know because I last talked to him Wednesday afternoon, I think. I'll check in on that. And then we could resubmit at whether it's actually put in writing the 158 or the 158.5. And then, I don't know that it would get presented until Monday anyway. So we could wait till Monday morning, or I could, I can certainly write it up this afternoon or even later this morning.
It's Friday afternoon. I'm calling just a plan for Monday.
Yeah, and it's not even me. I just know that banks, like, the likelihood that the asset manager would actually review it on a Friday afternoon is slim to none.
No, everybody's checked out. In the week of Thanksgiving,
Right.
who knows who's working or who cares? At this point, I understand it can take. Hey, I'm very patient. It's okay.
Yeah. Listen, absolutely. There's no rush here.
If there's nobody else weighing in just yet, feel them out, see what you think. I am perfectly happy waiting till December 1 to put the offer in.
Okay.
I will yield to your guidance. What do you think? We'll make a 158. You can write it up whenever you see fit for a 158.5. However you need to write it. Offer.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I have the same check. Obviously, I didn't. It's just sitting there. So that.
Yep.
I guess the 5,000 down. And if they need me to change it, I'll get a different check. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, literally the only thing that I'll do, I think the only thing I'll need to do is update the actual agreement of sale. Just the dates and the price, basically. The dates and the price. And it shouldn't, it'll only take me a minute to do that. I'm thinking we do that on Monday just to get it back out there, depending on, unless Jim says, they're not going to do anything until December 1st either way, which I don't anticipate him saying, but we'll see. So I'm going to feel him out some more, and then we'll take it from there.
Because December 1st is a Monday. So, okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the feds are weird. If they can reset on the 1st, the 3rd, the 15th. I mean,
right.
I don't know.
Yep.
Whatever. So.
Yep.
Okay. I'll wait to hear from you. It works for me.
Sweet. Appreciate you.
Take care.
Thanks. Here's why I wanted to take that call. Number one, I like Ben. He's a great investor client that I picked up. And number two, it gives me another reason to emphasize why you should check out LeadDeck.AI. I found Ben by using what we built that engine around. LeadDeck.AI is 4 weeks old as of last night, and it is amazing. And we're getting some incredible feedback and results, both myself and others with the tool. And so that is a bank-owned property that I'm negotiating with a local client here. I wanted to take that. Hopefully that was, if you got anything from that, give me a thumbs up, right? I mean, it was just relationship 101 kind of stuff. Back to Michael's question, speed to lead. So this is an email only lead. It's an email only lead. And this is what I do with every lead that comes in, whether it's a free lead, a paid lead, whether it's a portal lead, whether it's a cash offer request lead, whatever. My process is pretty similar in either or any of those scenarios. And this is how you make every contact in your database more valuable. I can't emphasize enough how important this is for you to be doing. If you're spending the time and or money to capture more opportunities in your database, and you should, because that is one of your two primary goals if you want to sell more homes. Like, if you want to close more deals, you need to be adding to your database on a daily basis and getting into more, I'll use the word nurture. Nurture is I don't know. It's a very nebulous kind of word, but you need to get into more conversations with those. So more contacts, more conversations lead to more contracts and more closings. More contacts lead to more conversations, which lead to more contracts and ultimately more closings. Okay. So if you want to see my screen, if you're watching on TikTok Live, see my screen, come over to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube. Make sure you please subscribe and hit the like button. So this is how I disposition every lead in Bold Trail. If you don't have Bold Trail, number one, we should chat. And number two, figure out how to do whatever version of this exists for you in your CRM and whatever you're using. Number one, every new lead comes in as new lead. I change them to prospect in here so that I know that this is a lead that I've dispositioned. I've touched, quote unquote, touched this lead. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Now, this is I keep saying an address. This is an email only lead. If I have more data, I'll do other things, but I only have an email address for this person. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy the email address and I'm going to bring up one of my favorite free tools, which is one of my list of 9 that I'm going to share on next week's mastermind, the 9 tools and softwares cheap or free, low-cost softwares and tools that I have used to close 13 transactions since September 1st, just myself, not including my team, my organization, etc. So TruePeopleSearch.com, unfortunately, did not. This is a bad example, unfortunately, because it did not pull back or yield any results based upon the email search. I would say that more than 50% of the time, the email search function on True People Search, which is free, it will yield some sort of result. Now, how else? I'm going to play private investigator here. How else or where else might I figure out who this is? Well, I'm going to try another way of searching on True People Search. I'm going to search by his name. And I'm going to say this property is in Ickesburg. Now, Ickesburg population is very, very little. So this might be our guy. This might be our guy. J.S. Kleck. All right. So I'm going to do my next step here. I'm going to bring up Remine, which is a tool that I have. Bright MLS provides. And I'm going to go 1003 Hidden Valley Road, 1003 Valley, Jacob S. I'm going to go owners, Susan. Well, I've got to make a judgment call here. I've got to make a judgment call. Is this Jacob Kleckner that lives in Newville or the one that lives in Loysville? I don't know. It's hard to say here. Let me check something here. Are there are no emails here? So I'm going to actually guess 354 Roxbury. 354 Roxbury. Huh. So this isn't a great example of my dispositioning process, but it's real world, it's real life. What am I going to do here? 24 JCB 2489. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I don't know. What I was trying to find is, can I find a phone number not on the DNC that I can append? And can I find whether or not he owns a home and add the address to? Now there is a Jacob Kleckner that owns this property. You know what? I'm going to take a shot at it. I'm going to take a shot in the dark. I'm going to add this. I'm going to add this right here. I'm going to say 1003 Hidden Valley Road. Boom. I'm going to add a valuation for that. Boom. And I'm going to set him up on a market report for the city that property is owned by. Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Well, I've now created an automated way that, if nothing else, I will show up at least once a month in his email inbox with relevant information based upon what I think, the address of his current property. And why is that? Because every time, that's an impression. I'm a relevant person. Okay. That's an impression that I'm making every single time there. So that all started with Michael's question about speed to lead. I want to re-emphasize, if it's a cash offer request lead, if it's a portal lead, I am absolutely calling and texting immediately. But the email only leads that are just requesting information about a listing, I use automation to at least speed the lead on the email. Like, he got an email. And actually, I never closed the loop on this. Here's the email. Here's the email that is sent automatically. Has he gotten it yet? Yes. Using one of the 4 magic phrases from yesterday. So this email went out automatically, almost immediately after he requested. The subject line: did you get the info you were looking for, Jacob? That was one of yesterday's 4 magic phrases. Did you get the info you were looking for, Jacob? That is the subject line. That's a good subject line. Looks like you requested info on our listing at 94 Meadowbrook Drive in Ickesburg, parentheses, cabin on over 4 acres. And again, the magic phrase, did you get all the info you were looking for, Jacob? Let me know, thanks, and then my signature line. Okay, that's a pretty good, simple email. I send that enough. I send that email enough, and people are going to reply. It's going to turn into more opportunities. I hope that was helpful, Michael. Some other, I missed how you created the world map. How does that work? I'm going to record. Actually, let's do that again. Let's do that again because it was not a great tutorial on how to use that because I thought I remembered. I thought I remembered what how to do this in Google Earth. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go Google Earth. So we're using the studio, Google Earth Studio. So it's google.com/earth/studio, or just Google Earth Studio. And then you're going to try Earth Studio. Now I'm logged in here. And if I remember correctly, we're going to go new Zoom 2. Okay. Zoom. So actually, let's do a different one. Let's do a spiral. Fly to an orbit. Ooh, let's try that. I'm not going to save this one. I'm going to fly to an orbit. And I want to put in an address here. What is a property? I want to put in an address that I know there is a Google Street View. And I have a listing. I had an appointment yesterday that we're going to be listing a house in my neighborhood. But for whatever reason, my neighborhood, there's no Google Street View of the images. I'm sorry, of the properties. Let me think here. Do I have, I'll put in an address of a listing that I have that is currently pending under contract. We just need something here. So I typed in the address, which again, I went file, new, and quick starts. Choose any one of these. Well, actually, no. I think you want fly to an orbit or Zoom 2. Zoom 2 is what I chose. I'm just going to try something different here. Look at this. Ooh, this is pretty cool. Look at that. That's what I should have done for the image for the one that I did. That is pretty freaking cool. I'm going to go next. It's a 25-second. I'm going to 15 seconds is enough. 15 seconds is enough. I'm going to hit the checkbox, and then I'm going to hit render, and I'm going to give it a title: 497 Middletown Road, Hummelstown, PA. I got to tell you, this is pretty freaking cool, right? This is a good share. Come on, give me some love if that was a good share. So what happens is it was sent to the cloud to be rendered, and then usually in a couple of minutes, you'll get an email because you have to use your Gmail to log into Google Earth Studio. You have to use a Gmail account. And then once it's rendered, you'll get an email that says your email is, or your video is rendered. In fact, I'll show you what it looks like here. Let me see. It looks like render ready for download. Render ready for download is what it looks like. This email right here. Okay. And then you can download it and you can use it like I did. Now make sure, third time in a row, make sure that you do the editing that I mentioned, that you geotag the video and you add captions as keywords. Okay. Captions as keywords. Okay, Michael, I will yield to your thought process. I appreciate that. And then Forewarn is a good tool for phone and address lookup. That's a great call. I always forget about that one. Actually, since you mentioned it, let's go ahead and let's see if that, is it Forewarn? Let's see if that email pops up anything. Do I have to, by accessing this product? I think I've used this before. I know I've used it before, but what is my login? How do I get a login? Let's see here. Contact, request information. You know what? Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be, oh yeah, what industry do I work in? So I know some MLSs have this or provide this directly. And I'm pretty sure Bright does as well. I've just apparently I've never used it. I thought I've used it. I've used maybe it's something else that I'm thinking. Maybe it's that's them that I'm thinking. Real estate. I agree. I'm not a robot, or am I? I don't know. My kids think I'm a robot sometimes. Actually, not a robot, but a bot. You know. Let's see here. Okay, thank you for a representative will contact me shortly. You know what? Here, let's look at this. Does Bright MLS provide forewarn for their agents? Providing them. I wonder, is it in here? I don't know. Well, I could also try That's Them. That's another tool that does something similar. And I could do an email lookup. I'll go back to Jacob here. You don't want to spend too much time doing this. And if you have an assistant or a VA, this is obviously something that they can and should be doing. It does look like it's coming up on Spokio. View premium report. Unlock results for 95 cents. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna take a guess here. It was a free lead, right? So it cost me nothing. It came in from what I did or shared yesterday. Let me see if there's any others here that I might do this process for that that I didn't. Yeah, let's try this. I don't know what'll happen with this one, but here's another lead that I didn't do this part, I don't think. And maybe I did, and it didn't come back. So no email match there. Let's see if there's an email match on That's Them. It came back with the Spokio match. What are you going to do? And his name is a pretty common name, so I'm probably not going to be able to append the info any more than that. Yes, well. Okay, so it's been a great week. It's been a productive week. I appreciate so many of you spending a great deal of time watching these this week. So thank you. I can't say thank you enough. But I'm going to wrap it up for a number of reasons. Number one, I have a call coming up. Number two, I need to catch up on a couple of things before that call. I very obviously need a haircut, which I'm going to do today as well. And then I've got I've got some Zoom strategy sessions this afternoon as well. So here's what you might do if you just haven't had or gotten your fill of me or want some more information or details. Number one, you can join the free Skool community. The link should be with the description here. It's SKOOL, that kind of Skool community. And the community is Leads, Listings, Leverage. You can join for free. And under the Classrooms tabs, the Classroom tab is some great additional resources and information to help you. If you are an agent who is struggling with the feast and famine cycle, right? The up and down, and you want a predictable way to close more transactions in 2026. I have outlined my plan to 50 closings in 2026 with no ad budget needed. Okay, no ad budget needed. And if you want, I have a short version of the plan, a short explainer video of the plan. It's like 8 minutes. Or there's a detailed version of the plan in the Skool community. I'll share any and all of that with you. Just DM me or text me at 717-571-0456. Fast people search is good as well. Yeah, it's a good shout, Michael. And then lastly, we next week is a holiday week. So Michael asked, how often do you stream? Normally 5 days a week, every weekday morning. Next week, I will be live streaming Monday and Tuesday, maybe one other day that week, but definitely Monday and Tuesday. I'm not sure about Wednesday. Our oldest son, Caden, is coming home from University of Louisville Tuesday night. We haven't seen him in a while, so we're excited to spend time with him. And it's his birthday on Wednesday as well. We're having a little surprise. I don't know what I'm talking about. I won't be able to live stream on Wednesday. We're having a surprise. Actually, I shouldn't say this. He might see these streams. Forget I said anything. Disregard that comment. I'll be streaming live next week, Monday and Tuesday. And then Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern will be our Zoom mastermind. That's normally Wednesdays, 11 a.m. Eastern, but we're going to do it a day early. And on that session, I'm going to dig into the 9 free and low cost tools and softwares I used and am using. I used to close 13 transactions since September 1st myself. Again, that's not including my team, my organization, and other revenue generating well. And I'm going to unpack all of those for those who are interested in that. And that will be Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. You can register for free for that at growwithjosh.com/MM. growwithjosh.com/MM. If there are any other resources or things that I mentioned or things that you weren't sure about, I love having conversations with all of you. So DM me, text me, 717-571-0456. You can DM me on Facebook or Instagram or even TikTok, whatever. And I love to collaborate with others in our industry and help. I've got lots of free resources, and we're very, very, very aggressively looking to partner with more agents to help them grow their business and create predictability in both transactions and even recurring revenue streams as well. Do I have a set schedule? Michael, it's almost always 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Today, I was late because I had to take both of my daughters to a doctor appointment. They were being checked out by an ear, nose, and throat doctor to see if they should have their tonsils out. Neither one needs them out now anyway, which is good. But it is what it is. Thank you for the great questions and commentary, Michael, and David as well. Thank you to all that were checking it out on TikTok live as well. I will be releasing on the YouTube channel. A short case study detailing how I took 2 listings last week by email. 2 listings last week by email, and the exact marketing campaign that cost me nothing to deploy, and how you can rip off and duplicate it as well. It'll probably be released tomorrow morning on the channel. Thanks again. Hope you all have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend as well. And I'll see you back here Monday morning.